and thank you for watching this episode of the Animal Services Pawcast. This month's episode is going to be a little bit different because we're going to be recognizing and celebrating our director, Paula Powell. Ms. Powell will be retiring from the City of El Paso and Animal Services this month. She'll be joining Best Friends Animal Society as the Animal Welfare's Group new South Central Regional Manager. In this role, she will continue to work with El Paso and various other communities in Texas, Oklahoma, Louisiana, and Arkansas. During Paula's time here at El Paso Animal Services, she's made a lot of amazing changes, but for those of you who don't know, let's take a look back at some of those changes that she did make. Paula joined the Animal Services team back in 2017 as part of the Shelter Reform Task Force and then as the department's director. In her 4 years, Paula and the team here at Animal Services put in place new policies, procedures, and programs that focus on 6 strategic goals: reduce the number of pets entering animal services, provide healthier pets, provide safe, comfortable living conditions for pets, increase positive outcomes, increase social awareness of animal welfare, and provide a safe environment for employees and opportunities for professional development. And we have Paula joining us now here. Paula, let's get started taking a look at our first goal of our strategic plan, reducing the number of pets that come into animal services. Can you talk a little bit how we've done that?
Our team's done some amazing things in reducing the number of animals entering animal services. It started out with our animal protection team, engaging our community and trying to get pets back home instead of bringing them to the shelter. All of this happened prior to COVID. We continue to work with rescue organizations in the community and keeping pets in their homes. And then when COVID hit, our community really stepped up and showed us what they could really do. And our staff stepped up and something amazing really happened. And what happened was we brought in half the number of animals to El Paso Animal Services in 2020 than we did in 2019. And to do something that quick took our entire community to work with us, foster animals that they found, keep animals a couple of days so that we could help get them back home. We also got innovative, and we have our Finder to Foster program. We have our Pet Finder map. All kinds of different things led to this, and all different divisions contributed to bringing in less animals to the shelter. And that is something that is pretty amazing because it really shows that our community loves and cares for their pets.
And so we've done a lot of things to reduce the number of pets coming into the shelter, and reducing pets coming into the shelter, that also creates healthier pets, right?
Yes, everything is going to come from that reducing the intake going forward, because we are able to provide better service and our pets are healthier than they've ever been. Our medical team has stepped up during the last 4 years, developed protocols, have done a lot more treatments of animals that are here at the shelter, and a lot more pets are having what they deserve, the proper medical care. And it all stems from reducing an intake. When you have less animals here, it's just a lot easier to care for them. It's a lot less chance that they'll get disease from another animal. It's a lot less chance that they'll fight with another animal and require medical attention. So providing healthier pets is happening. Less animals are dying in our care. Less animals are having to be euthanized, and it's dramatic. It's, in 2016, over 8,000 animals were euthanized, and in 2020, it's around 1,000. So that dramatic increase is all because of the reduced intake, the better medical care, the healthier animals that we have in our shelter. All of these things are contributing factors. And again, that community input, that community help that we're getting, I'm going to say it on every strategic goal, because if it wasn't for our community, we wouldn't be able to provide healthier pets.
So we do a lot to make sure that the pets are physically healthy here at the shelter, but we also want to make sure that they're comfortable here as well.
Yes, and like I said, providing that reduced intake helped us do that. We have a shelter here at El Paso Animal Services that was basically built to euthanize and basically house the animals and take them to the youth room and euthanize them. Well, that's not what we do. That is not what we do at El Paso Animal Services now. We take care of the animals that are here at the shelter. We developed this play yard. We have extra large kennels now built. We provide the enrichment for the animals that are in our care. We always consistently provide that comfort that they need as much as possible while they're here in the shelter.
And you know, we love our pets here at the shelter, but of course the ultimate goal is also to get them into loving homes. How has that looked over the last few years?
What has been amazing again is our community, our rescue partners stepping up. Our transport teams are really transporting a lot of pets out of town. We have a lot more partnerships, and again, it takes a community citywide and for the whole country to help positive outcomes. The adoptions had increased. COVID did affect that a little bit, but we are continuing to do adoptions here at El Paso Animal Services, and they were increasing. But the big one, I guess the biggest one that's really helping the positive outcomes is the foster program. Our foster program is one of the largest, if not the largest in the nation, and that again shows our El Paso community loves their pets and wants to help. And they're providing that needed care for an animal, whether it's for 2 days or 2 weeks or 2 months, and helping us keep the animals from coming into the shelter and providing an opportunity for them to be in your home. And that to me says a lot, because it's scary in a cage. It's scary in a kennel. And if they can be in a loving home with our community like they are, it's much better. And right now, we have more in foster than we actually have in the shelter. And that's something we haven't seen. And it's something pretty amazing. Again, El Paso, thank you.
So you've mentioned that the community has really stepped up, especially over the last year. And you know, one of our goals was to increase that community awareness of animal welfare in our community. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Oh, the community stepped up big time in areas that I didn't really even expect. You know, different little kids having sales to bring in donations, or different groups coming in and volunteering, or school districts. The public outcry from Facebook, from social media, from there has just been something that has tremendously increased, and the support that we've seen has come from all areas, not just the rescue group areas, not just the animal lovers, but other areas, employment programs to help us, exercise programs the city has with walking the dogs, all kinds of different innovative groups have come forth and helped us. And that's something that is going to continue. The outreach that we have with our education coordinator, from pivoting to public education, in-person education to virtual, that's been pretty amazing as well to watch. And we'll continue that under the new leadership, and it's just amazing that more and more people are knowing all of the good things here at El Paso Animal Services. We're no longer known as that shelter hidden here under the freeway, but that community resource where people can reach out for the help they need.
Well, the department is called Animal Services, and of course our focus is on the animals, but you've really made it a point to focus on employee growth and safety as well. How were you able to do that?
To have that safe environment, to listen to the employees, because they're doing the work day in and day out, and provide them the opportunities for growth is something that I kind of pride myself in, and always looking for ways for everyone, all the way from the kennel attendants up to my successor, providing them the opportunities to prepare them for moving up, and also prepare them from doing a better job in the areas that they are in. We've had a lot of opportunities virtually for different classes. We have created a peer support group so different peers can help each other through tough times, because we do have those here at El Paso Animal Services. And we have an employee roundtable to discuss how we can improve, where employees have input. Employees can make change here at El Paso Animal Services. And that's what's important, because this department has a lot of employees that have such drive, such passion for the mission. And the only way that we're going to succeed is with their help. And we have to realize that each and every position here at El Paso Animal Services is important. It is important for our mission, is important for the outcome of the animals, and is important for our service to our community.
Paula, you really made a huge impact here with your over 20 years here at the City of El Paso and with Parks and Rec and Animal Services, and we can't wait to continue working with you at Best Friends Animal Society. But how are you feeling with this part of your career coming to an end?
It's hard. I feel like the 22 years that I worked in Parks and Recreation, 23 years I worked in Parks and Recreation, I really got to know this amazing community, and got to know, a lot of coaches, a lot of kids, a lot of builders, a lot of different people. And then when I came to El Paso Animal Services and realized the impact that we could make as a team and these amazing employees that we have here at El Paso Animal Services, I got to use those skills and provide that service to this amazing community who has given me so much. And it's going to be hard. It's hard to leave. The stories that we can tell is hard to talk about. The people, the impact they've had on not only my life but my family's. I am El Paso. I am the city of El Paso, and it's going to be hard. Best Friends Animal Society, I will be working for them as the senior manager for the South Central region, which includes El Paso. So I'll be staying here. That's one thing I never wanted to do, was to leave this wonderful city. So I'll be staying here, and I will be able to support El Paso in that capacity. So looking forward to continuing to save lives in 4 states: Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana, and Oklahoma, and continuing not only to bring El Paso to no kill, but our nation to no kill.
Well, thank you so much, Paula. You really are going to be truly missed here at the City of El Paso and Animal Services. And, as Paula mentioned, she always wanted to give opportunities for professional growth. Coming to that, we'd like to introduce you to our new interim director. He might be a familiar face here for you guys that are frequent watchers of the Animal Services Pawcast. We'd like to introduce you to new interim director, Ramon Herrera. Thank you, Ramon, for joining us. Is there anything that you would like to talk about on what you foresee in your new role here at Animal Services?
Well, thank you, Michelle, and hello, everyone. First off, it's a great honor to have this opportunity. When I first started with the City of El Paso, I really believed in following a career path where I could serve my community. And then through my years and my opportunities to come to Animal Services, it's really an opportunity that I wanted to embrace. As someone who has 5 pets of their own at home and really loves animals, I'm just excited by the opportunity. I want to let the public know that I'm a firm believer, just as the rest of the shelter is, that this is definitely a community effort. I've always embraced the community's involvement, and I look forward to continuing that. So I want to thank everyone for becoming a friend and a fan of Animal Services, and I encourage you to continue to come out, support us. We have to do a lot of things virtually because of COVID, but there's still a way to serve animals, and we want to serve you all. So we'll be doing a lot of little things to enhance services for the community.
Well, I know you're just getting settled, but are there any goals or plans that you have that you'd like to give us a little sneak peek at for the upcoming year?
Well, as mentioned, COVID has forced us to change a lot of the way we do things. And actually, in a weird way, it's actually allowed us to realize that we could do things better. And one of the things I want to embrace as we move forward is continuing to enhance the use of technology to help our pets. We want to use technology in order to allow the public to be more involved. We understand that sometimes you might not be able to physically come to the shelter, so we're going to find ways to still connect with everyone, ways to use technology to make the processes easier. Just as people are using technology to get food delivered to their home, we want to find ways to serve the pets and the community by using technology, because we know that the more tools we have at hand, the greater possibilities for these pets to get home. So thank you, everyone, and we'll be staying in touch.
Well, thank you, Ramon, for joining us, and we're all very excited to see what you have planned for this upcoming year and for us to continue working to help our pets here in the community. And thank you again for joining us for this episode of the Animal Services Podcast. Again, we can't do it without our community's help and support, because only together will we be able to save more lives.